Hey everyone, today I'm here to talk about one of my projects, Design Resources in Aura Component. So if you are looking to explore how to create a component dynamically in Aura Component, this video is a must watch for you. Let me get started with the overview of Design Resources. Design Resources enable us to control the attributes exposed to Builder tools like the Lightning App Builder, Experience Builder, or Flow Builder. With the design resource, you can control several elements and behaviors of your component without changing code again and again. Once the design component is set up, we don't have to change anything in the code to change the actual structure of the component. You can use design resources to control the inner elements of the Aura component directly from the runtime environment. You can create complete dynamic components with dynamic messages or colors. So, on the first image, you can see we have two attributes of the Aura component. The first is subject, which is displayed as sorry, and the second is greeting, which is displayed as your purchase field. So what we have done is we have created two Lightning Resources attributes for it, and we have mapped two Aura component attributes to the two Aura design resource attributes. Now it has given the access to modify these components on the runtime environment, that is Lightning App Builder. Now we can easily change the message and it will affect the value in the Aura component itself, as in the second image we have done. We have changed the subject and we have also changed the greeting here. You can see how the subject changes from sorry to congratulations, and the same goes for the greeting. Moving forward, let me share the client's requirements with you. The client wanted us to create a component that will show related list of different objects related to the account on different tabs, Lightning tab, and users must have the ability to control the visibility of each tab. The other requirement was that the visibility of tabs should be aligned for different Lightning record pages and different users. To fulfill the requirements, we used design resources to implement similar functionality. With the help of design resource, we will give the user the ability to control the boolean value, which will determine the visibility of each tab. We can easily set the values from the Lightning App Builder. We can also set it according to the different Lightning record pages, therefore implementing the visibility of tabs according to the users, profiles, or even the app. Now let me tell you the benefits. Since the design resource is a lightweight file, it is very easy to implement such functionalities that require a direct user interface to control the dynamics of a component. Design resource is easily accessible from the Lightning App Builder and other external tools. You can easily create a reference to the internal Aura component attributes with the external tool so that users can easily change according to their needs. You can also use it directly from Experience Builder. With the design resource, we can also control the theme and styling of the component without changing the actual code. Here is the overview of the technologies we used in this project. Let us now discuss the process of implementation. Now, implementing a design resource is very easy. All you have to do is create a design file. You can create a design file by presenting specific shortcuts, Ctrl+Shift+7, and you can also start with the help of this section here by clicking on design file. By default, it will show the root element of the design file as design component. Now the design attribute element will reside inside this root element. You can also put labels on the design component here, which will show the component name on the Lightning App Builder. This is the label. Let's move to the design component, as design component is different element as their attributes and child elements. Design resources comprises two major parts. The first is component and the second is attribute. Now we have already learned about component. The label attribute is an attribute on design components that determines the component's name when it is displayed in the app builder. Now let's look at the design attribute attributes. The first is data source. Now data source is used to map the string attributes of component, but it will show the values of the Lightning App Builder or the external user in pick list fields. Now second is the default. We can set the default value of an attribute. By using the default attribute, we can also set the description. Now we have the label, maximum and minimum. Now the name is the required attribute. Now the name of the design attribute must be equal to the name of the component attribute we are referring. Next is placeholder. Placeholder is used to display the text while inputting any text area field. Now the required field denotes whether the attribute is required or not. Let's move to the design support from factor. Design resource files also allow us to designate which device your component support. We can restrict any app to use on specific applications or to certain devices, like on the large device, the desktop, or on the small device, a phone. We can also restrict our applications from being used on both devices. For example, you can see we have set up two support from factors where one is for small and one is for large, which means that this component will be accessible on the large device and a small device. Now we can also determine which S object can access the component with the help of SFDC object. SFDC objects is the root and SFDC object is the child element. As you can see, we have set up two SFDC objects here. One is custom C and second is opportunity, which means that this component is only accessible on opportunity and custom C object. Now let's deep dive into it with an example. In this example, what we have done, we will be going to create a component that will show a related list of accounts in the different tabs and control which tab to show from the app builder. We will also look how to control different theme options like color, size, and from factors in it. So first of all, I have created this application with three related tabs related to an account record. As you can see, we have these three tabs: contact, opportunities, and cases. Now we will control the visibility of all these three Lightning tabs. So for that, what we will do is, we will first create three attributes in the Lightning component file. As you can see, we have these three attributes. Now make sure that SS is set to global, and what we will do, we will surround each Lightning tab with their respective attributes. Now on the design resource file, we will add the design attributes for each Aura attribute. Now make sure that your attribute name must be equal to the design attribute name for the referencing. Now the label will be shown on the Lightning app builder, denoting which functionality this attribute is related to once done. Now we will be able to control the values from the app builder. As you can see here, we will see these three values that control these three tabs. Try changing the value of one or more attributes and you will see the changes in the component. So for that, I have disabled show related opportunities and show related cases. Now I will automatically hide our app's opportunities in case tabs. Now for this functionality, we don't have to change the code again and again. We just have to go to the Lightning app builder and choose the value of whichever tab we want to select. We can also set different options for different Lightning records, and Lightning records can be assigned based on other profiles of users and even on different apps. We have also set up a color coding theme option on this app. For that, I have taken only two sections. The first is for the tab heading and second is for the background color. Now I have to make a sentence like standard HTML color name, which shows that you must enter only standard HTML color name here. Now try changing color code here. It will reflect the color code on the app or on the component you have created. As you can see here, make sure the attribute you have created in the style element is exposed to the design resource. With this, you can even change the text color and text size. You can also change the size of the component by exposing it to the design resource file, and that's how you can set up different types of themes and customization of the app only with the help of design resource file. Are you looking to hire the best Salesforce consulting services to add more values to your business? As a leading Salesforce consulting partner, Cloud Analogy helps companies successfully implement and integrate Salesforce products into their business process. Connect with the best-in-class certified CRM experts now.